Salutations to the entire Night Channel viewership. The Little Mermaid is an intriguing tale that we will take pleasure in today. I hope you find some time to unwind after reading the story. Remember to support the Night Channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Let's now examine this story's primary theme. The sound of the waves reverberated in the deserted market amidst the intense summer heat. Does anyone want to purchase dried fish? Mrs. Dow, this is the dried fish. A couple of heavy bags of dried goods, a group of indolent people, and a quiet spot in the market corner. The boredom hasn't been relieved by the wind, no indication that a buyer will return. The market is becoming increasingly deserted as it is past noon. The local vendors are beginning to gather their wares and prepare to leave. Mrs. Dow is the only one left. Not much can be sold, but the goods are still nearly undamaged. My heart feels heavier each time I glance at the shoes next to me. I've been aimlessly wandering since the morning, but I'm unable to find a bag. My eyes are bruised, and I breathe heavily while I stare at the line of people. I'm worried about something other than the goods, but it's like crying. However, I only consider tonight's dinner in my mind if I don't have enough cash to buy rice. How can I provide food for both my husband and the children at home? If I don't have a bottle of wine to take home, the black light in my life is always on. I am aware that when I am unable to return to the market, the beatings and the pain are what await me. While I'm still staring off into space, a voice gradually begins to speak from behind me. Why haven't you cleaned up yet, girl? There won't be anyone in the afternoon if this market can't be sold now. When I turned around, I saw a middle-aged man standing in front of me. Despite being pale, he had a kind face. His eyes were a little sentimental and inquisitive. His voice was a little hoarse, but he smiled. Yes, I will return to the market after sitting for a little while longer. I'm not sure whether anyone will come by more. Are you able to purchase anything for me? The man shook his head and grinned. I'm simply buying you. I'll buy anything you have to offer. You must not be from this village, though, because you look really odd. Yes, the village market is difficult to sell in, and I'm at the bottom of Busa Company. In order to sell it, sir, I must bring it up here. The trip home from here takes at least 30 minutes. His eyes seemed to be calculating something as he scowled. What's the distance? Alternatively, you attempt to cross the street. My house is located across from that table. Let me try to get you something small. You must have a lot of customers because you look nice like this. Or did you meet a girl out this morning? She scowled, grinned piteously, and had her eyes downcast. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. You resemble her son. People sell it because they are worried that her son won't arrive in time. As though he had made up his mind, the man shook his head and grinned. Her heart felt lighter as she scowled. It appears to be less part of the day, and the sun has not yet set. In the midst of summer, bring a little optimism. She scowled as she made her way to Mr. Nam's residence. In order for me to be happy, I hope he will help me as much as he can. I don't like being at sea. My brother-in-law goes fishing in the sea. Take the fresh fish to dry and sell it gradually if it isn't sold out. There have been this many fish left for a long time. Simply take it with you and return it. The husband will chastise him if you are unable to sell it. Going to the market is too difficult. Her cart was followed by Mr. Nam. He grinned when he saw her face. She picked up all the best fish for me to go, he said. I'll show it to my neighbors. She'll sell it for a week if I leave it here. Oh, how precious it is. I'm glad I got to meet you. If not, I would go home and cry. We still have a long way to go. In the afternoon, how about you make a stop at the market? When are you going to sell out and return home? Why do you continue to walk this far? To tell the truth, I'd like to do that too. However, my spouse disagrees. I must go home, he must say. I am unable to do that. I am extremely impoverished. At home, I have 2 more kids. What to eat is a mystery to me. I assumed you would stop here. I have a couple of rooms left. You are welcome to stay. In any case, the ministry cannot travel to Asia at this time. Come on over and join me for dinner, after that, rest. Tomorrow, take the merchandise to the marketplace. Thank you, I don't dare, though. Or leave by going to the man's house. When are you going to stop? Your spouse will pursue you. I broke up with my wife. All of my kids are serving in the military. This old man is the only one here now. Come here the next time you need a meal or a break. It's not a marketplace. Come on over and join me for dinner. I'm content. Many thanks. I saw you again today, of course. My husband would beat me if you weren't there. Your fish is here. You'll get a discount from me. For me, you picked the best one. I'm sorry we crossed paths. Never in my life have I sold so many items. In addition, Mr. Nam was ecstatic. Naturally, I couldn't get that picture out of my head. I had to contrast it with my household's mails. The national road to your home then began. We have a long way to go. It's difficult, however, I'm happier today. It's a shorter road. I'm older than 40, I find it difficult to look at her. Because of the marriage, she has a slightly dejected expression. She is not content, however. I'm fortunate to be healthy. Everyone loves me because I'm blessed by God. I have 3 kids, 10 years old is the youngest. Elementary school is where the other 2 are enrolled. 2 words best describe my life, bitter and tough. I always yearn for a tranquil life like other families when I receive nothing from my husband. Even though I have trouble working early and late, my husband consistently beats me. He beats me every day when he's not drinking. I met a really nice man today. I haven't met a good man like this in a long time, so I feel like my life has a little more purpose now. I've always wished I had a husband like Mr. Nam. Mr. Nam, a 60-year-old veteran of the military, has been unmarried since he was 5 years old. He continues to live alone. Even though a lot of people come to see him, he never appears. He's always depressed, and his house is a few hundred meters away. He stops by the market to strike up conversations with some of the women. A few days ago, when I returned to sell goods, he noticed me. He was impressed because he gave everyone around him a courteous smile. He occasionally glanced at me to see what I was doing, but I was unaware of it. Mr. Nam saw me selling things at the market this morning. Despite the fact that I returned late yesterday, he has made every effort to get close to me since the early hours of the day. Did you visit today's market early? Regarding his husband yesterday. Did you give him praise? I was somewhat taken aback. Where have you gone, I wonder? I made a lot of sales yesterday, and I had enough cash to buy him a drink to keep him quiet. I went to speak with him and inquired if she required assistance so that I could spend some time with her. No, I dare not disturb you. In addition, you will be in trouble if you sit here and people misinterpret you. You know, nobody in this entire market shows you love. However, it's all right. It is not a concern for you, it makes no difference. You've got a husband already. It is not a concern for you, many thanks. Did you return this afternoon for lunch? Eating by myself made me very sad. I'd like to, but I'm afraid. People will judge you if you enter. Oh, you have nothing to fear. I cherish you, I'd like to join you for lunch. You can assist me in cooking, and I'll join you for dinner if you're shy. I stop when I notice how excited you are. Sure, I'll check it out. I'm a bit perplexed. Why is he so kind to me? I'm not sure if he intends to do anything. It's already 11 o'clock, and I've been considering it. I'll have to spend thousands of rice, which everyone is so excited about, if I don't have your invitation. I'm afraid because I don't go in there. I turned and headed directly for Mr. Khan's residence. He was outside the door when I saw him. Mr. Khan rushed outside, she simply went inside, leaving the bag there. Sitting with me while we prepare lunch is not awkward. You're bothering me too much, I see. I'm good to you in this way, of course. I think it's awkward. Or, to help you feel less shy, let me give you some fish. You don't need to maintain your mental clarity. What you eat doesn't matter to me. Where you eat doesn't matter to me. I enter the house and look around. This house feels really cozy to me. The house's furniture is arranged in a tidy manner. On the wall in the center of the house are pictures of you taking a break. You used to look so cool, I say with a smile. I can't stand it if you continue to abandon me in this manner. It's difficult to understand me on the inside. But look at me like this. My wife left me because we don't get along. Why do you act this way? Why do you act this way? What sort of woman isn't in love with you? Khan says, it's difficult for me to tell you, with a smile. What matters to you? It appears to feel sorry for Khan. I've been married since I was 20 years old, Dao adds. Since then, my spouse and I have been together, and we have 3 kids together. However, I've never been content. After living with my spouse for so long, I'm at a loss for someone to talk to. All I want in life is a man like you who is kind and funny. However, the fact that I have no husband makes me miserable. So I get depressed sometimes. You may consider me a friend. If you want, you can speak with me. There is nothing to be afraid of. My eyes well up with tears as I gaze at Mr. Nam. I don't know why I went to Mr. Nam's house to speak with him, but I've never met a man who is so psychologically inclined. I was also asked to supper. Perhaps it's because I'm weak and elderly. I therefore feel as though I can let go of the secrets I've kept inside of me when I speak with Mr. Nam. Why I met him so abruptly is beyond me. After taking a quick look around, she headed straight for the kitchen. As a small token of appreciation, I let you prepare my meal today. Later, I'll eat it. I questioned Mr. Nam about why, as an elderly man, he didn't search for a friend any further. Being by yourself is difficult in windy conditions. I'm also looking for someone to share with, but I'm having trouble finding someone who works for me. Women like you appeal to me. Why don't I get you married since you already have a husband and kids? Simply wait and see. No one in this world is as ugly as you, I'm sure. Why do you always support me? You simply degrade yourself in that way. You're really cute, in my opinion. Your face always shows when you're in trouble. Compared to all the women in this district, you are even more attractive. You even take note of my actions. Perhaps it's because we've only recently met, but I've been with you for a long time. It's obvious that you feel something for my wife. I feel less scared and more confident after hearing you say that. As though to express gratitude to Mr. Nam for looking after you, you concentrate on preparing a delectable dinner. Mr. Nam simply observes you working diligently while grinning while seated in front of the chair. I'll give it to you when you're finished cooking. It surprises me that you don't get any presents. Your invitation to join you for dinner is very kind. What presents? There is nothing that you can offer me. You treat me so well. I'm really irritated. I make you and Mr. Nam a delectable dinner after the meal. We have a heart-to-heart conversation after the meal. As time passes, our relationship has grown more organic and we get closer as though there is no distance between us. Mr. Nam and I discuss everything. Mr. Nam consistently expresses concern and listens. I'm really moved. You're very fortunate to have found a friend like you. I think you owe me something, but you met such a nice person. And I really respect you. Being shy is not necessary. Simply consider me a true friend. Hold on a second. I'll get you this. Mr. Nam holds a red bag as he leaves. There are some new clothes in the bag, which he carefully opens. You have some new clothes here. I've seen the person you described wearing every article of clothing. I gave them to you because I like them. I dare not accept them. Oh dear, to you, I am nothing. You accept gifts, but why? You abandon them for another person. I am a stranger. How dare you accept gifts from me? It's surprising that you've only ever gotten new clothes as gifts. You value it greatly. Purchasing a set of clothes like this took a week. You attempt to move the bag in Mr. Khan's direction. Thank you very much, but I am unable to accept this gift. For me, just accept it. I purchased it. I'll discard it if you don't accept it. I make every effort to accept Mr. Khan's passion and pressure. Why are you so kind to me? You give me a set of clothes, and I'm not sure how to express my gratitude. I feel so ashamed. You are aware of how much I adore you. To check if you accept it or not, you go into the closet and change your clothes, but I feel so ashamed. If I don't change it for you, you go into the closet. Why do you give it to me, though? You pay absolutely no attention to me. You enter the closet and emerge looking flushed. Do you think it's appropriate to see me dressed differently? Mr. Khan was taken aback. What a good-looking man. Mr. Khan closed his mouth and eyes as he gazed at me. Take a look at me. I'm really gorgeous. I have a street vendor's appearance. Even though I don't look like a street vendor, I must admit that I do look good. It enhances my beauty and transforms me into a woman. Mr. Khan's eyes give me an unnatural appearance. Why are you staring at me that way? You seem to want to consume my body. To check if you accept it or not, you go into the closet and change your clothes. But I feel so ashamed. You enter the closet and emerge looking flushed, to see me dressed differently. He hurried out of the room just as I was ready to leave. Did you spend tonight sleeping at home? That's how I let you sleep. I'm getting too annoyed with you. Tonight, I have a few more kids to take home. They're at home, too. I might return home early tomorrow. I went to the market after saying, thank you. Even though I haven't visited the market yet, the thought of the new clothes and the picture of a man with a belly makes me very happy. My face is beaming with joy as I smile once more. All of a sudden, I sense that Mr. Khan is special. It's a fresh feeling as well as an expression of gratitude. Even though I still don't understand why he gave me a gift, it's a really tough feeling. I'm still excited, though. I am aware that a woman cannot give a man a gift because she already has a husband and a child. However, I accept it because I know Mr. Khan is a good man. A drunken husband was waiting for me when I returned to the end of the street one day. Finding a reason for getting these new clothes gave me a headache. My husband would not allow me to wear these clothes if I told him I had purchased them. I assumed it was my sister because I knew he would be upset if I told him who had given me these clothes. Even though I made an effort not to think about Mr. Khan during the night, his image kept popping into my mind. No matter what I did, I was unable to comprehend why he gave me these new clothes and why his image kept coming to mind. He gave them to me, but why? Why was he there? I returned to the market the following morning in a foul mood. I was ecstatic, but I had no idea what was in store for me. The seller gave me the impression that he was staring at someone. I glanced at Mr. Khan in the hopes that he would arrive cheerful. He came home to join me for lunch this afternoon. I'm going to buy some things now. He cooked lunch with me after arriving home early. To hide his negative reputation, he covered his face. He continued to annoy me, and I felt ashamed. I didn't dare see him again because of how well he treated me. I'm waiting for you, he said with a smile as he turned around. Despite my excitement, I said no. Even though I had only known him for a few days, I was ecstatic. Perhaps I needed to make a move on Mr. Khan. I hurried to Mr. Khan's house after waiting until lunch. He called me in when I knocked on the door. I entered without considering what awaited me. The 18-year-old daughter had recently returned to her husband's house, and I was still feeling irritated. Conversely, Mr. Khan was upbeat, hospitable, and focused on Dao. Dao was a humorous individual. It was inconceivable that Mr. Khan's self-care was merely phony. Mr. Khan made an effort to focus solely on Dao's welfare, his spiritual well-being, so that Dao would feel more at ease when Mr. Khan persuaded him. Mr. Khan approached Dao because his desire for hope was constantly burning, not because he was in love. He was searching for a woman to help him with that issue. Dao always believed Mr. Khan to be a good man because she didn't know much about him. In actuality, though, he was a clever, cunning person who was in love. Who in this market is unaware of the rumors circulating about him? For the sake of being playful, how many kids have crossed Mr. Khan's hand? Mr. Lean asked, where did I buy the clothes for Dao yesterday, after noticing that he was still wearing his old, tattered clothes. It was not worn by Dao. Yes, I will wear it at a special occasion, but I want to save it for then. However, I feel terrible about wearing it to the market in this manner. Dao, it's comfortable for you to wear. When are you going to get new clothes from me? Although it is a set of clothes, it is not a valuable item to preserve. After saying that, he immediately entered the store to purchase a pair of vivid red garments. To cook rice for him comfortably, she switched out this set for this one, but I also find it really uncomfortable to wear such a long outfit. Again, Dao blinked and spoke in surprise. You can wear it this way, but it annoys you too much, brother. Come on, even though you gave me rice, I feel really uneasy about the way you treat me. She replaced it with ease as she entered. Dao listened as well when he saw Mr. Khan say that. After bringing in a set of clothes, Dao changed them out for another set. When Mr. Khan gave her a thin, short, and tight set of clothes, Dao was taken aback. She has never worn a difficult-to-describe outfit like this in her entire life. After getting her own cover-up shirt, she proceeded to the kitchen. Why did you give me such a small outfit, brother? I'm not brave enough to wear it, come on. Oh, you look stunning in this outfit, the skin appears to be bright. Which husband doesn't detest it when it's the same size as before? There are times when you need to make some minor changes to yourself. But I'm really embarrassed. I've never worn anything so short that it exposes my entire arm. Old country girl, you are. Brother, you don't look good in this dress, you simply put it on here. Who is ashamed? She replaced it after going to the market. Dao was also obliged to listen because of Mr. Khan's respect. Mr. Khan just sat and watched Dao for a long time when I started cooking. Dao looks stunning when she wears this set. Dao's skin is extremely smooth and white on the inside, despite its 40 centimeters width, there are no scars on straight legs. Look at which part of the clothing is a little tight. Mr. Khan felt taken aback. Dao simply nodded, not instinctively. Mr. Khan continued to stare up and down. He is simply staring. Hold fast to Dao's buttocks and legs. His mouth is simply giggling as if he were going to starve to death. Dao saw him by chance when he turned around. He simply concentrated on seeing himself as Dao. Don't give me that look. Do you fear that? You look at me because you're beautiful, your internal whiteness surprised me. Whiter than your ex-wife, perhaps. Don't say that, please, I'm afraid of you. Why you are so busy eating is beyond me. It's been 15 years since you last wore short pants like these at home, you dare wear it at home, though. You are fortunate to be far from home. People will make fun of you if you're close to the neighborhood. Mr. Khan's eyes have not changed. He did not blink when he looked at Dao. He simply got up, took a seat, and resumed his walk. Dao got up and sat down to pick vegetables. He seemed to be searching for something as he looked up. His eyes were so hungry that they seemed to want to eat vegetables immediately. Mr. Khan was unable to control himself when his stomach muscles grew powerfully. He took a seat and touched Dao's knee. With a start, Dao spun around. What are you doing? Why are you behaving that way? You no longer dare remain here. You don't prepare and consume your own food. At this point, Dao started to comprehend Mr. Khan. It was the exact opposite of what Dao had previously believed. Dao now understood the reason behind his self-indulgence. He gave himself a present. Dao's face changed in that way. Mr. Khan consoled Dao with the harsh words. I'm joking, nothing is wrong. You simply don't stop talking. Today, I'm really hungry. Dao started to have doubts about this elderly man and was a little confused. He wasn't naturally so kind to himself. His cowardice was visible in his eyes. Dao now realized Mr. Khan's intention. Dao continued to cook rice, though he appeared more cautious than before because of all the respect he showed him. After observing Dao's response, Mr. Khan made the decision not to return. He began to reconsider and give Han Dao another chance at life after realizing that she was not as simple as he had initially believed. How much does it cost Dao to make the long trip to the market? When Dao saw Mr. Khan return, he also responded right away. Brother, it's not much, it's probably only enough to make over 20,000 from dawn to dusk. I put in a lot of effort to go back and forth, but I have to work really hard because I have nothing to do at home. Mr. Khan responded immediately, as if he had spotted Dao's trap. Some people now donate $100,000 to me so that I can spend time with them. Do you concur? In life, such a thing does not exist. I immediately agree if there is. By this time, Mr. Nam's expression rapidly changed. I will pay you 5 times what you can make at the market if you are willing to make amends with me, he said, placing his hand around Dao's waist. I'm just here to spend time with you. Dao gave Nam a handshake. Avoid doing that. It bothers me. I'll go if you say that again. Mr. Nam instantly took 200,000 out of his pocket and placed it in Dao's hand after noticing that his reaction was a little too strong. You take care of the kids at home with this sum of money. This sum of money covers your entire market week. There is nothing for you to do. To make me happy, all you have to do is be there. It is difficult, but not very difficult, to go to the market in the sun and wind. Dao examined the quantity of cash in Mr. Nam's grasp. No, this sum of money is not acceptable to me. You retract it. Mr. Nam shook his head, observing that Dao appeared unfazed. He took Dao and gave him a tight hug. He gave her a crazy look with his mouth. Dao let out a sigh. Leave me alone. What are you doing? Now it's up to you to get me out of here. Mr. Nam said that he was uncomfortable not being able to control Dao. At this point, the elderly man's true face emerged. You have no knowledge. I purchased clothing for you. I even considered giving you money, but you came up with nothing. You seemed like a decent person to me. That's not how I expected you to treat me. I'll bring clothes tomorrow so I can pay you. Farewell. Dao changed her recently put on clothes and ran into the pool to return them to the elderly man. However, the elderly man also burst in. After locking the door, the elderly man leaped into Dao. Dao, hurry up. Give me a break. I will not allow you to suffer. No longer go fishing. You'll have money if you just return here and stay with me. Dao's refusal was insane. If you do something wrong now, Mr. Nam, I'll lose my mind. You do whatever makes you crazy. Nobody is going to assist you. Everyone here is aware of your personality. Dao was searching the room's corner for someone in a panic. All she could do was scream, I implore you. Please pardon me. That's not my personality. Look away from me now. Look for another person. I implore you. Mr. Nam instantly lowered his voice. Rethink your thought. Don't leave. Why must that guy cause you to suffer? I haven't done that in a while, you know. Just give me one chance to put up with you. Don't subject yourself to such suffering, sweetheart. The elderly man then got to his feet right away, removed a gold ring with 3 fingers, and proceeded to remove several 100,000 from his pocket. The elderly man approached Dao directly, raised her hand, and placed the gold ring in her hand. It's all Dao's. You have these 100,000 as well. I won't be angry with you if you bring me joy. This ring is familiar to you. You haven't been able to purchase it. No. Hurry up, rethink your thought. Despite living a difficult life, Dao has never committed any wrongdoing. Dao has never done anything wrong outside. Despite the fact that she and her husband haven't been close in a while, Dao didn't initially consider it, but this sum of money is simply too much. It is a fortune, not a year, but a lifetime, for a low-income family like Dao. That is a responsibility Dao has never imagined. These additional 100,000 will then enable Dao to accomplish a great deal. Money, of course, makes Dao happy. Material greed started to emerge. The man gave the money to Dao in an attempt to steal it. Dao was still unsure of what to do. There was tension in her face. It's not just this place. If Dao makes you happy, he will do anything he wants. Not all women will give you this kind of money. The reason you give me money like this isn't because you love me. Dao remains trapped in the house's corner. Dao is currently thinking about her husband, the children who lack the funds to attend school, and the dilapidated house that is worthless. Dao naturally wants to close her eyes, make a sacrifice once, and provide funds so that her kids can attend school. Dao's expression softened, seemingly acknowledging that she had agreed to Nam's proposal. Her face relaxed when she saw Dao was silent. Nam's hands started to move as he nodded. Dao no longer reacted as before, so he agreed. Dao placed the ring on her hand because of it. Then, like a beast, Nam carried Dao to bed. Dao's face was small, and she was in pain as she bit her teeth. Old Nam was still confused and depressed. He may have been confused and going crazy because it had been a while and he had been unable to get close to her. Dao endured Nam's attacks as if they were human. It was no longer Dao's pastime at this age. It felt more like a form of torture and intimacy to her. It was all for the money in the end. Dao put up with the disgrace. For her children at this age, in return for a modest sum of money, however, Dao would not pardon her if she did not accept that sum of money. How could he forgive her when there were two men and women in the room and his desire was intensifying? He was terrified. But he could not bear to look at Dao. In order to satiate his desire, old Nam started to serve him well. He did this in no other way. Dao was alarmed by the noises he made. It took him nearly an hour to forgive Dao during the entire ordeal, during which no one spoke to anyone. Dao lay on the bed, panting, as if he were going to fight. His eyes were trembling as if he were going to pass out. Thus, after a few days of tenacity, Dao had succeeded. He only fulfilled his desire and had no regrets, and Dao's eyes were red, her face was flushed, the pain was so great, and she was furious. Dao quickly put on his clothes and departed, not caring where Dao was. Dao went straight home despite her hasty feet and lack of motivation to sell. Dao started crying as soon as she left the marketplace. She was ashamed of her fate and felt humiliated. Dao was shocked that such a horrible incident occurred in the market after only a few days. Furthermore, she didn't think her man had ever respected such a malevolent intent. Dao raised his hand and slowly examined the gold ring. After taking the cash out of her bag and giving it another glance, she questioned whether it was worth it. Did I make a mistake? However, she reassured herself that it was worthwhile. Allow me to endure and make sacrifices so that my son, who is older than me, can lead a comfortable, easier life. Nobody saw Dao again in the market after that day. Though he never saw her, the elderly man continued to hesitate in the hopes of seeing her again. Dao was terrified of this market and the prospect of seeing the elderly man once more. She vowed to never go back to the market to sell again. Even if she perished from starvation, Dao's story serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of self-respect and dignity in life. Adversities and challenges can cause anxiety, but maintaining your dignity is priceless. However, another crucial self-defense tactic is to accept and stay away from people who are disguised with good intentions. Never accept unethical behavior or compromise your dignity, no matter how tough the circumstances may be. Your future and that of your family will be shaped by the decisions you make today. Not everyone who treats you well does so with the best of intentions. Always think things through thoroughly, and don't let your confidence lead you into a favorable circumstance. The narrative serves as a reminder that, in addition to having the strength to face hardship head-on, you also need to be rational and moral in order to make the best decisions for your family and yourself. This concludes our story. Ladies and gentlemen, remember to inform us by leaving a comment. And now, goodbye to all of you. See you in the upcoming episode.